Good morning. This is Mark Sebastian, the founder of OptionPit.com, your home for awesome options education and consulting services. Reminder, July 18th, starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, trading calendar spreads, mastering calendar spreads. This is going to be the best calendar course you can take. If you trade time spreads, diagonals, you do long-term investing, or synthetic overwrites, this is the course for you. Just $147 between now and Friday. Use code 25_off, OFF in all capitals, and you can take an extra 25 bucks. That's 122 bucks for 4 hours. So, find me a course that is that inexpensive and is going to teach you that much. So now let's talk about the market. Well, it's amazing how the Chinese market can rally when they make it illegal to short and they start throwing people in jail. So, I don't know why they didn't think about that in the U.S. during the '08 financial crisis. Wait, you sold stock? In jail for you. But that's the advantage of being a country. You can throw people in the hoosgow for doing stuff that you view as against the party. And right now, if you're a short seller or you're thinking about selling stocks, you are against the party. I think that's going to put a floor in China, at least for the next couple of days, until things calm down. Looking at the S&P, we opened up about 5 points, 6 points higher. The VIX about, call it another 50 cents lower. But still, we're way off. July futures got as low as down about $1. There's 70 cents. The VIX itself is back below 18. Got a little overheated toward the end of the day yesterday anyway. But we continue to have these nice 1.5% moves multiple times a week, which is why the VIX is going to have a little bit of strength to it. We're also seeing a little weakness in VVIX. The leader today is the S&P, which was the leader yesterday in sell-offs. Russell kind of being the trailer. We're also seeing a bounce in oil. Now, VIX, I expect it to be a little bit higher into the morning until we get a really concrete proposal out of the Greeks. Europe is up nicely today. Rumors are, and obviously these are just rumors, that the Greeks may come up with something credible. And if they come up with something credible where they actually are willing to enact some pension reforms, look for volatility to get absolutely smoked. Pension reforms have been the big holdup. If those are there and if they're able to get those and really willing to accept all the taxes. So the rumor right now is we're not 100% certain on their pension reforms, but it looks like they basically unilaterally accepted 95% of the European tax breaks or taxes that the Europeans are asking for. And it sounds like they're going to be willing to give up the Greek Isles as well. So now the question is, what's going to happen? Well, if it is credible, I think that we could, if the Greek proposal is credible, that could be a serious leg higher in the market. 2080 could be the next stop. 2080 would be my guess, and then from there, that's a pretty interesting. A lot of the technical traders I talk to are looking at 2080 as a pretty steep resistance point, and then you can see VIX give away everything it caught yesterday. So some names that I think are interesting. Alibaba's up nicely, but look at the volatility. It is still jacked up at the 30 days. And, still about a 30 vol. There's opportunity to play a continued short bounce. Relatively cheap. One trade Andrew and I were looking at was the July 81, 82.5, 85 broken wing fly as a way to just play the bounce for the next week. But truthfully, the 81 calls for $1.05 on a day where it's up $2.37. Makes some sense to me. So I do think there's a real opportunity in Alibaba. And, that's kind of, China looks like there's some real opportunity. Another name that is up big today is Baidu. Baidu is currently kind of the big winner in the Who's Bouncing sweepstakes out of China. It is up nicely, about 3% as well, up to 190. That would be another potential one. Now, that's got a little meteor vol, so I would definitely try and play that from some short volatility play. For the S&P, You know, I'd be looking for some sort of continued bounce here, but I don't know that I would play it until the Greeks come out with their plan. Once the Greeks come out with their plan, there is going to be momentum play. There's going to be some program buying, and we will make a quick run 10 bucks higher. So if it isn't back positive. If not, we'll probably test the 200-day moving average, which is about where we settled yesterday. So that's kind of the way I see the day playing out. You know, I don't see a reversal unless that Greek plan is really that bad. If the Greek plan is that, it ends up being awful, where there's really minimal pension reforms, we will see everything implode in a very short period of time. So, again, make sure you go to optionpit.com/calendars, get registered for this calendar webinar. We've been trading a bunch of those in and around this type of event. They're great for it. And, you know, the way to kind of learn how we trade earnings, how we trade long-term trends is through this webinar. Calendars have been one of the most effective forms of trading in what has been a low volatility environment for 2 years. All right, folks, on that note, if you got questions, you can email me, marketoptionpit.com, or you can call me 888-TRADE-01. Have a great morning, folks.